Okay, so we've got the quarter-final, race 1 lining up now. The Men's County Championships 2018. And in berth 1 we have Roseland A in Giva, berth 2 Coverack A in Lamvorick, berth 3 Truro A in Smudger, berth 4 Mounts Bay A in Verbena, berth 5 Lyme Regis A in Vigila, which has been substituted, which should have been Young Bristol, and in berth 6 we've got Dart A in Hope. So the crews are under starters orders now, just getting into position ready for this first race this morning. So I'm Ryan, I'm here giving you the commentary today, and I'm here with Penny from Flushing and Myler. Morning, Penny.
Morning, nice to be here.
Indeed. The weather's looking good at the moment, so nice flat conditions for this first quarter final. Everyone's just getting into position. You might hear from above, we've got the drone up, so we can hopefully get some good footage of the race today. Just to let you know, you can keep up to date with what we're doing today on Instagram. Follow us at gigrower.co.uk, and you can also keep up to date on Facebook. So Gigrower, you can watch the live stream throughout the day. It's been an interesting quarter final this morning. We've got a lot of crews in this race, 4 crews. Be pushing hard up this first leg, getting into the first mark. Be interesting to see where they arrive at the first mark, what order they go in. Will prove a bit of a challenge, I think. Okay, so we're on the start line now. You can see the crews just lining up. You can hear the starter, they're under starters orders. Seems to be a bit of backing up, just getting them into perfect line for the start. Be interesting to see who gets up the blocks fastest here. So we've got a lot of crews, all these quarters are going to be competitive this morning, as are the semi-finals at lunchtime, and they're off. Here we go, first couple of strokes for the crews. Everyone seems to have got a clean start as we go on. Mounts Bay seem to have got a strong start there in Verbena. Seem to have just got half a length there, just on the crew inside them, which is Truro. Be good to see how it progresses up this first leg. So we've got Hope here on the right hand side. We've got Vigila, and Verbena, and working our way across to Smudger, Lamvorick and Giva. So on the inside we've got Roseland A in Giva. We've got Lamvorick just on the same, just holding their own there, which is Coverack A. Truro A as well, so 3 of them there in a line. Mounts Bay have just dropped back from their initial big start, so we've got 4 of them here. A reasonable line here, just getting up the first leg. We've got Vigila and Hope here, just on the outside. Vigila just looked to have dropped a little bit here, just maybe quarter of a length or so we'll see how that develops up this first leg. Truro seems to have a good start here, as have Roseland on the inside. So I've pulled a little bit of a half a length now on Mounts Bay and on Coverack. So we'll see how they go. How are we doing on stroke rates here, Penny?
Well,
going up the first leg?
Yeah, they're all pretty high off the start. They're all going off from the wine section, about 45 strokes a minute before they stretch out and settle down a bit. So they're all much less, all 43, 44, 45 off the start.
Well, it's good to see. See, Mounts Bay have just dropped back a little bit here. Truro have just pulled away. Be interested to see how this develops in the race. So Vigila and Hope as well on the outside have just dropped back a little bit as well. Got Truro, Roseland A running well on the inside here. They seem to be the lead boat at the moment by about a quarter of a length. And then I'd say it's Truro, Coverack and then Mounts Bay, and then Vigila and Hope on the end there. Running strongly, everyone looks like they're getting good strokes. Everyone, the conditions are favourable for everyone today. Everyone's struggling with the sea. Seems to be good length running down the boat. Mounts Bay have just tucked in behind Smudger there, which is Truro. Hopefully he's getting a little bit of a toe, a little bit of an advantage up the leg. Kovrak looks smooth there, throwing up nice length stroke. Hands coming up the chest, which is nice. Nice clean catches. As you see now, we come on the side-on view here. You can see the field a bit easier. You see you've got Truro away in front and Kiva. And then Lamboric just got an overlap on the outside there, which is Kovrak. And then Smudger, about half a length up on the inside of Kovrak there, which has got Truro in it. And then 3 boats just in the line behind there. You've got Mounts Bay, Regila and Hope all in a line there. Mounts Bay on the inside. So we're going up this first leg now. We're a few minutes into the race. Just seems to be getting a little bit of ground now. Eagle will try and stretch their lead here and try and make sure they get a nice clean turn around the first mark. Kovrak holding their own though, running strong. Truro seems to have gained some ground on Kovrak as well. By the time we get to the first mark, it'll be interesting to see if they've still got all this overlap. It's going to make for a very tight turn.
Do you want to just explain the rules to people that don't know?
So as we go into the first mark here, it's going to be interesting to see who the umpires call get water. So at the moment, Kiva is going to have priority around the mark as they're the inside boat. Then it'll be followed by Lamboric and followed by Smudger. However, if the boats were the other way round, if the boat is on the inside of Kiva, imagine where Lamboric is, that would then mean they'd have to water because their bow is past the coxswain seat. But as it stands, an umpire's decision at the moment would be Kiva first, Lamboric second, Smudger third, Verbena, Regila and Hope. Just settle on onto their race rhythm now as they get up this first leg. A few minutes into the race now. Got to settle on something more sustainable now, so they're not going to be able to maintain. We're about 200 yards away from the first mark now. Just see the umpire boat approaching. And they'll be calling the 6 length marker very soon. So the crews now will be trying to put out a little bit extra just to get where they want into the mark, just to give their boats the best position. You see Kiva just pushing a bit more, as are Kovrak, and you see Truro just slipping back a bit. You can see Mounts Bay just coming up a little bit strong now, just broken away from the back too, trying to get the inside, get the overlap on Smudger, so they might get right of way around the mark. How are we doing coming into the mark here, Penny?
Quite a big difference on the rates. Long slope from Roseland is looking 34, Kovrak 37, and Truro 36. And yeah, I think that Kovrak could have pushed in just before they came up to the 6 length mark.
You see we're just coming up to the first mark now. You can see the umpires have made the call. They've called it as we said, so it's Kiva over Lamboric, Lamboric over Smudger, and Smudger over Verbena. So Verbena have got a little bit of a push into the mark here, so they're going to have to be careful here, as they don't have right of way over Smudger on this turn, and you've got Regila and Hope coming up behind. Just see them come around. Kiva just coming around the mark now, look comfortable there in front. Lamboric on the outside. Verbena just seem to have got the insider and gained a bit of an advantage. So the 3 boats abreast, it's just given them a little inside gap here. And they've just come in here and they've clashed with Lamboric, taken out some paddles on the bow side. Regila are coming in as well, Smudger on the outside. So Kiva are away from the mark now. They seem to be settled themselves out now, so it'll be interesting to see what the umpires do here with this. So Kiva just breaking away now, they've had a good turn, they've caught a bit of ground on Kovrak here, they've had a nice clean turn. And now we're about a length and a half lead. Lamboric come out in second. And then they've got about half a length from Mounts Bay and Verbena, who got around the turn quite quickly. And Smudger seemed to have come up that quite badly and ended up back in fourth with Regila coming up their inside. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. We've got this leg. Who's going to go now to settle onto the race rhythm and try and get themselves where they need to be. Kiva here comfortably in front, they're controlling the race now. Still not rowing a low rate, still rowing a reasonably high rate, but it looks sustainable, look like they're rowing strong on it, sitting tall. Seems to be working on it quite nicely. Right, just a little bit behind, smaller crew. There's height in the boat, but still rowing a nice long stroke. Seems to be making the boat flow. And we've got Mounts Bay back here in third. Just dropping about a length back from Lamboric now. Struggling there a little bit. And then we've got Smudger on the outside, then with Regila just pushing up the inside, and Hope just right on the outside in about 6th place at the moment. So for first place we have Roseland A and Kiva, 2nd place Coverack A and Lamvoric, 3rd place Mounts Bay A and Verbena, 4th place we've got Truro A and Smudger, 5th place we've got Lyme Regis A and Vagila, and in 6th place we've got Hope Dart A just on the outside there. Okay, so we've just moved commentary position, we're a little bit right at the window. We've got the drone up above, hopefully bring you some of that footage later on. You see Roseland A just controlling the race now, a length and a half, maybe 2 lengths clear of Coverack. Coverack sitting comfortably as well. Bit of a larger gap this time between them and Mounts Bay. Vagila and Smudger just coming on the back of Mounts Bay here. Vagila going to make a push into this turn. We're about 50 yards off the 2nd mark now. See, the umpires are going to make a call here. We've got maybe a bit of a tight call here. Vagila just trying to nudge there in Mounts Bay, but they seem to be comfortable at the moment, and I don't think they're going to get there by the turn. Roseland A still comfortably in front. They'll go around this turn with ease, as will Coverack. And just 18, Mounts Bay just holding off Vagila here, and Smudger on the outside, and Hope's coming up in 6th place. So there's the 2nd mark there. Umpires there, made their calls. Vagila just got their nose in here. I wouldn't have thought they were given the water. Didn't hear what the call was, so it's interesting to see what happens around the mark here. Lamvoric, Kiva, clean round, growing down this last leg now. Look like they're heading inland a bit just to get out the wind, a bit more shelter. Verbena, clean round as well. Vagila just got a bit close to the mark the other way round. Seems to have lost a little bit of ground as Boutside seem to have moved their paddles to get around the buoy. Smudger got a good turn around the outside, carried a bit more speed, and now seems to be just braking on Vagila. I'd say by about 1/4 of a length. And then we've got Hope around the turn on the outside, Dart A. Look like they're rowing nicely there. So we're coming down the last leg now. Kiva in front now, about 2 lengths in front of Lamvoric. Lamvoric about 3 lengths in front of Verbena. And Verbena just about a length nearly in front of Vagila and Smudger. They seem to be side by side in their battle there, 4th place. So Truro A on the outside, Lyme Regis on the inside. Both rowing quite similar strokes, not really long strokes, I'd say quite a lot of power through it, sitting nice and tilt. What's your thoughts on shorter strokes? Nice length on the stroke, nice finish. It seems to be very comfortable in what they're doing. 28 strokes a minute, that's phenomenal. Really low rate. They look more about 100 yards off the finish line, followed by Lamporic. Third place we've got Fabina, and just from them we've got Vagila, which I think have just got into fourth place, just in front of Truro. That's 9 meters later than Vagila. Just on the rudder of Fabina there, so interesting to see if they can break through there. They might get a little bit of advantage there if they can slipstream in the back of Mount Spain Fabina. And then last place we've got Hope just coming up. We've got a few battle here for fourth place. Vagila, Smudger just battling out. There's the first two across the line, Rosa Day followed by Comorax, you just heard by the whistle. We've got Mount Bay coming in here to the finish line now, about 50 yards off. Running the last few strokes, and we've got a real close battle here with Vagila and Smudger. I think Vagila's just going to get it, but it's going to be a photo finish, I think. Be interesting to see what they call across the line. You heard the two whistles there, they're both across the line now. They're very tight, you see they're very tight, they've had a really hard race there as they've gone through. Lastly in sixth place, we've got Lime Regis Dart A just coming up in the Hope, and they go across the line. So that was it, that was quarterfinals number 1 this morning. Good intense race, bit of clashing on the first mark, be interesting to see what the umpires make of that. What did you make of that first mark, Penny?
Yeah, I thought Truro really suffered right on the outside of that one.
They did, certainly. So we'll be with you again shortly. We'll bring you quarterfinal race 2, which is just around the first mark. So we're just going to steam out there now, and we'll bring you the rest of the race and see how it progresses. Okay, we're just steaming up to the second mark now. We've got quarterfinal number 2 coming round. We've got some clear leader here, can't quite tell. It's Essa at this stage. So we've got Essa in front. I just can't quite see, we're just coming into view now, just coming up towards this mark. So as the crews come towards us, we'll be able to tell you who exactly is in what boat and what they're doing in the race. So we've got Essa in front, you can see them comfortably there. Look like they're leading by about 3 or 4 lengths. Second boat and third boat just getting around the second mark now. And we've got Defender coming in at 4th. And we're just going to come around on the boat now, so just going to take you around the other side so you can see us carry on with the race action.
I think they do better with some bigger blades, just slow the stroke down a bit.
Okay, so quarter-final number 2. Doesn't look as close this time, all the crews look quite strung out. We've got Essa in front there, which looks like Falmouth crew from here, that looks like Falmouth A. And we've got Smudger, is it? Morgan in second place. Some blue tops on there, that could be a Carolyn crew. And then we've got Atlantic coming up in 3rd, Defender in 4th, Rogue in 5th, and that looks like Messac coming up in 6th place there. So quarter-final number 2, Falmouth comfortably in front here, by about 4 or 5 lengths now. Looks to be running a little bit of a longer stroke, nice long catch, reaching forwards, grasping the stroke. Just a little bit longer than they've seen them before, Rogue. So maybe getting a bit more run on the boat this time. So we've got Morgan coming up here in 2nd place. That looks like a Carradine crew. That's Carradine B by the looks of it there. Going up with Morgan there. We've got Atlantic coming up. Atlantic is Dart B. So say Falmouth just controlling this race now in Essa. Falmouth A. By about 5 lengths in front of Morgan now. Morgan, growing nicely. Carradon B crew there, growing strong. Carradon always had a strong B crew at Newquay. I remember a few years ago they managed to get 3 crews in the men's final, which was a great result. We've got Atlantic there, it's coming up in 3rd place, Dart B. 4th place, Defender, Catwater A. 5th place, Rogue, Cadriff A. And lastly, coming up, St Mary's B in mess up there. Great to see the island crews come across and compete. But St Mary's A looking strongest today as well. Be interesting to see where they come in their quarter-final. But it's good to see the B crew here as well. Just coming down this last leg now. So Falmouth A still comfortably controlling this race. Going quite a nice controlled stroke rate. Nice length at the start. Nice reach forwards. There's not quite as much on the end there, Penny. But lots of reach and lots of power by the looks of it.
Yeah, again they're rowing to the middle of the body rather than past the body, but what we didn't say in the last race of course is 2nd to 6th, they're all fighting for times, whereas the winner, as soon as they're comfortable, as Falmouth are now, they can shut it down anyway, so their rate's going to drop anyway. So the rate comparisons on the last leg of the previous race with, you know, some at 37, going for time, flat out, compared with whoever's got first place, first through, so yeah, they've shut it down completely.
Yeah, they have.
And so have Carradon B to a point in Morgan.
Yeah, Carradon B will be time here. I think they'll be comfortable where they're sat at the moment. They're not too far. Big first leg and the big second leg, I would imagine. Just done enough to put the best of the race comfortable, so they're not quite working 100% flat out. They're still conscious of that. They'll still be pushing for the time, just making sure qualifying for the semi-finals. So they're comfortably away from Atlantic now by about 3 lengths. Atlantic seems to be growing nice stroke as well. Not like too intense, not like too high, but they are fighting for time here, especially these crews in 3rd, 4th and 6th. They've got to do everything they can to get into the semi-final. So just coming into the finish line now, Falmouth just about 50 yards off, just coming through nice and comfortable. I'd say they'll be looking to save as much energy as they can now for their semi-final, which they've automatically qualified for. Carradon B as well, just coming into the finish here. Not going to be much more they're going to do here.
35, it's still safe for time.
Yeah, they've increased their race here. They're still going through, so they are going for time. They are just getting a little push into the finish here. Just digging in now, just coming across the line. So they're through. Now we've got Atlantic coming up here. Just coming through here. There's Dart B, rolling strong. Going for the traditional skins approach today, this morning. And then we've got Defender coming through. That's Atlantic across the line and Dart B. There, here comes Defender. Defender is Catwater A. We're in quite a short stroke. Not much movement in the bodies in that one. It's interesting to see. They're through the line. And then coming up in 5th and 6th, we've got Rogue and Messac. And then Rogue, we've got Cadriff A. Seems to be coming across quite nicely, just doing what they can to get across the line. And Messac and St Mary's B just coming up in 6th place. So that's quarterfinal number 2. We'll be bringing you quarterfinals number 3 and number 4 shortly. It'll be interesting to see who's going to have the fastest times to qualify for the semi-finals today. It's going to be nice and tight today, Penny. I think there's no clear-cut favourite today, or there's going to be lots of crews there or thereabouts pushing for that final place, final places in the final. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, it's really going to be cutthroat, and perhaps it's a good thing in a way we have 2 rounds in the final. Because if it is tight round the first mark, and some suffer more than others round the first mark, they have got a second lap at least to work on catching up.
Absolutely. Well, we'll be back with you shortly. We're just going to take a short break and then we'll bring you quarterfinals number 3 and number 4.